All right, here's a nice question. Whenever I see fractions and adding or subtracting, I know I'm in for a hard time. So, but I just have to settle down and take things one step at a time. If you're adding fractions, you need a common denominator. So I need to get a common denominator down here. To do that, I need to factor. Okay, so let's just go over this way for now. So I'm leaving the top alone, and I'm going to try and factor this thing. This one over here, it's a common factor, 6, that's easy. And then over here, I'm hoping that they made one of the factors that are common. And so I'm going to try and say, I'm just going to guess and check for this. I can't take anything out of those, like a common factor, so I'm going to try and guess and check. And since this one has an x plus 3, I'm just taking a wild guess. Hopefully that one's got an x plus 3, but I have to check it. And then, so if that's an x plus 3, this would have to be a 4x, so I could get a 4x squared out of the deal. And then to get 27, this would have to be a plus 9. Okay, let's just check that. So 4x squared, yeah. This would be 12x, and this would be plus 9x. If you add those, you get 21. Yeah, that worked. And 9 times 3, 27. Yeah, so that's correct. Good. Okay, so I've factored the bottoms. And now to get a common factor, or not a common, a lowest common denominator, I have to make sure that every factor appears in the common denominator the most number of times that it occurs in any one factorization. So basically, I have to make sure I account for everything that's in there. What I usually do to get my lowest common denominator is I just write one of them down. So I'll write 4x plus 9 and an x plus 3, and then see if I have to include anything else. So over here I don't have a 6 yet in my common denominator, so I'll include that. And x plus 3, I have it already. So this would be my lowest common denominator. So I need to change this first one, x squared minus 7 over 4x plus 9 times x plus 3. I'm going to change that in a second. Plus, and this one needs an x plus 8, and it already has a 6 and an x plus 3. Okay, so to get the common denominator, which is this over here, I look at this first one, and I see that it's missing a 6. So I need to include a 6 there. But if I include a 6 on the bottom, I also need to include a 6 up top. All right, let's look at the next one. So this one already has a 6, check, and an x plus 3, check, but it doesn't have that 4x plus 9. So I need to include that here. And if I include it on the bottom, I need to include it on the top. And since I'm multiplying, I have to multiply by everything, so I'll just put that whole thing in brackets. Okay, so now I have a common denominator, 6, 4x plus 9, x plus 3. Now I just have to write all that stuff up top. So 6x squared minus 7 plus x plus 8 times 4x plus 9. Now the question says add and simplify, so I think I can simplify the stuff on top. On the denominator, I'll just leave that as is, but on the top, I think I can multiply those brackets out. I wouldn't bother multiplying them out on the bottom, but since there's an add there that I can collect like terms, I'll multiply the ones on the top. So this would be 6x squared minus 42 plus 4x squared plus 9x plus 32x plus 72 all over my lowest common denominator. 4x plus 9, x plus 3. Okay, on the top I can collect the x squared, so it's 10x squared. X's are these two, so it'll be plus 41x. Okay, so that one and that one's gone. That one and that one's gone. So negative 42 plus 72, I think, is plus 30. All over my lowest common denominator. Okay, probably at this point I would say that's enough work, I'm done. Really, you should try and factor that top one, but as I look at it, like this 10, there's no way I'm going to get a 4 out of that. And so I don't think I can factor that top. So I'm just going to leave my answer just like that.